Marlo Higgins, your Chief Inspirational Officer, and we are coming out of the first quarter of the year. So the first 12 weeks, the first 90 days, January, February, and March are gone. And so we are clearly into April. Now, I talk a lot about creating the safety net. And just imagine what it will feel like to create a safety net in your business with your actions 4 times a year. You can catch mistakes before they can become habits. And the only way that you're going to do that is if you put it on your calendar, okay? So 4 times a year, I want you to say like January, February, March. So April, you're going to stop, and then you're going to go through May and June. You're going to stop in July, August, September, and you're going to stop again in October, and then again, of course, in December to close out the year. Now, what are you going to do in that 12 weeks? The thing that I would really recommend, and this is so powerful, you can look back right now and go back to January, February, and March, all right? And look at the context, look at the actions that you have taken in the first 90 days of the year. And then ask yourself, like look back to the calendar, because I'm sure you've got one. I'm sure that it runs on your phone and it probably is hooked to your laptop. Go back and look at the context, look at the production, look at the things that you've done. And I'm going to invite you to do more of what works, less of what doesn't, all right? So omit the actions, take the things away that are draining you. Let me give you an example of this. So maybe you started out the year and said, you know what, I'm really going to network, I'm really going to build my circle of influence, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to contact and be in front of a lot of people. And you've selected, let's say, 2 different networking groups. Well, I want to invite you right now to ask yourself, are you getting the return on investment and the focus from those networking groups? I mean, what's the clear purpose of going into that networking group? Are you making contacts? Are you closing business? Because it's one thing, I mean, we can show up and we can go to networking meetings and we can call them networking meetings, but unless you're closing business, all you're doing is coffee talk. So think about that. I mean, it might just be a huge awareness even as you hear this right now. And maybe you have, taken the action, you're taking the time out to attend the event, but you're getting in the room with the same type of people who maybe are not your target audience for the type of business or the services that you provide. Well, what's happening is you're draining yourself. Compound that 1 hour a week, that's 4 to 5 hours that you're spending wasting time not getting results. And so that is an example to creating the safety net. Look at the actions, look at the people, because right now too, you can have marketing touch points. And 4 times a year with clarity, when you stop those 4 times, the people that you just planted seeds with January, February, and March will possibly and most likely be doing business with you in this coming quarter, because it's the seeds that you've planted, the actions that you've taken, the asks, the proposals, the business that you've submitted. Those people are ready to make those decisions. And so think about the clarity of having those 4 touch points, knowing that everybody that you come into contact this year is going to clearly hear from you on a pretty regimented, scheduled type of routine for your business. And so what you're hearing, it's just kind of genius. It's actually very, very smart. And you don't have to overthink what you're doing. I mean, let's go a step further with that. And let's look at each quarter independently and go, okay, quarters are different in business, right? And it really depends upon the business that you're in. Some quarters can be slower than others. And ask yourself, what does your client need to hear from you? What do you need to show them? What do you need to say this quarter over the next 12 weeks in order for them to say yes? Now, right there, you've just created a clear marketing campaign for your business as well, because every quarter is different. And again, creating that safety net, and it's literally the simplicity of stopping long enough, asking yourself, okay, based on this quarter, moving into this type of year, the season of the year, what do my clients need the most? Because that's what you need to be offering them. So create your safety net. I challenge you to go out there today and not make it any harder than what I've just described. I love people. I love to watch you succeed, and I want nothing more than to have that happen for you. So love and belief, thank you for being part of this.